Hi guys, so it's towards the end of December and today's vlog's going to be a recap of the year 2025 and my journey learning to day trade penny stocks on the US market. So I'm going to kick back from the start. So after spending a few months of learning from the Roland Wolf community, learning from my brother who's a day trader and watching lots of video footage, in January 2025 I began paper trading, and I took 2 months paper trading and both months were somehow green. And then in April 25, I started trading with some real money, which was a $300 account. And I traded 6 months green and 1 month red. So I did really well on that small account. And then in November this year, I sized up to a 2K account where both months have been red. So I've learned so much and I've had some incredible trades. But at the end of the year, I'm just above break even. So as much as I think I've understood certain setups and I've found edge in this market, the reality is that I'm not making money from this yet. And I think part of the reason is that I've sized up on certain trades that haven't gone my way. I haven't sized in on the right trades. And also the market, when I sized up, it really shifted from being quite a hot market when I started out trading to just going into pretty much a fader market. So potentially that's had something to do with it, but also need to look at I've got a lot to learn and I need to adapt to different markets. So it's still very much early days, but when I look back at where I started knowing absolutely nothing about day trading to now having a certain understanding and to not having lost any of my own money, I do find that encouraging. I would have expected to perhaps blow my account by now, and I still might, but hopefully not. But this is a long-term game and people say it can take 3 to 5 years to become successful. So to be trading green after a year, even if it's by a tiny amount, I am taking confidence in that. And this is just the start of my trading career. I've also got more comfortable with seeing my account dip. At the start, I found this absolutely devastating and used to lose sleep over it, even if I'm trading with a small account. But now I've just got a bit more immune to it. And at the end of the day, you have to get comfortable with taking losses, seeing your account dip. Otherwise, it's just impossible to be a trader. You've got to try and keep your mental space pretty neutral, which I'm definitely working on, but it's improved drastically. So in terms of my personal life, I've been so consumed with learning to day trade that I don't really have time for myself or family and friends. Not to mention I'm also working a part-time job. So if I'm not working, then I'm trading. And then even after I'm trading, my sleep quality is drastically reduced because I've either got FOMO for missing out on a trade or the adrenaline rush from making a profit. In the evenings, I'm also spending time doing preparation for the next day or studying. So this year is probably the least present that I've ever been in my life. Normally I'm doing things like I'm gardening, I'm baking, I'm doing some meditation, going for walks, day trips, whatever. But all of that has had to take a back seat. And to be honest, next year is probably going to be much of the same because I just want to learn as much as I can, and to do that I need screen time. In terms of YouTube, it's been pretty much a year doing this vlog, as I launched it in January, doing a vlog every week. And I just want to say a massive thank you to anyone that's been watching these videos or following my journey. I think when filming this, I'm at 177 subscribers, which is so cool considering I started with 0. So I really do appreciate anyone watching this. And personally, I actually find my account really useful for myself because I do go back and watch my videos, analyze them and try and remember like how I traded certain setups or what I did wrong, what I did right. So it really does help me to stay accountable. So going into 2026, in terms of YouTube, I hope to continue making a weekly vlog. And as much as I enjoy making them and using them to learn from and stay accountable, I do feel a certain amount of pressure from myself just to make a video and be able to say I'm making all this money. But the reality is that's not happening. So I just need to make sure that that pressure doesn't interfere with me being able to trade with a level head. But hopefully, all being well, we'll still be doing the weekly vlogs. And going into the new year in terms of trading, I want to upskill even more. I've still got so much to learn, so much material to watch, and I want to develop better discipline, also be able to push size in the right places. And also I look forward to seeing hopefully the market heat up again because it's been pretty dead towards the end of 2025. And I want to see how my trading reacts in a hot market. So that's my roundup of 2025. Thanks so much for watching, and also a big thank you for following, liking, subscribing, whatever it is. I hope that this channel has been interesting, providing some value, or just enjoy watching my journey learning to day trade and seeing where this takes me. So thanks again, happy Christmas, happy New Year, and catch you next week.